Thinking about buying a franchise? Then the How to Buy a Franchise show is just for you. Here's your host, Dr. John Hayes.
I'm John Hayes, and my guest today is the founder of a very interesting franchise company, Experimac. His name is Jim Muir. Jim, welcome to the program.
John, thanks for having me on the show.
So where did you come up with this idea? And this is one of the things that people come to this show, this expo, and they're amazed to say, I didn't know that was a franchise. People think that franchising is food or burgers or pizza, and it is all of that. But it's also selling, reselling computer equipment.
It is.
Like at Experimac. So how did you come up with this idea?
Well, what a lot of people probably don't know is that my background was 25 years in the automobile business. I ran dealerships. As probably a lot of your listeners know, back in 2008, 2009, the economy got really bad. It was no longer very viable for me to be in the car business. I had to reinvent myself, and I'd like to say that it was really a smart idea, and I woke up one day and I just thought, let me start a business. It didn't actually work that way. Okay. A lot of guys, they fish, they golf, they hunt. My hobby for the last 20 years has been Apple computers.
Okay.
So I looked at my wife one day and said, let me take a stab at doing Apple computer business, selling used Apple computer products. And at that point, she was like, well, we have nothing to lose, might as well give it a shot. Full month that I was selling used Apple computer products, I started on the internet, eBay and Amazon. I think I made about $8,000 or $9,000 in profit. Obviously, I did a lot better than that very shortly thereafter. And I stopped taking phone calls from car dealerships that were looking to hire me. It took about 6 or 8 months, and I no longer entertain any of those thoughts. And I realized, wow, this is really a great business. It's an opportunity to make a lot of money. And then shortly thereafter, the business got rolling, and we were contacted by United Franchise Group about becoming one of their members.
So where did you find all this equipment to resell?
Well, that's one of the things that people don't realize is that if, let's say Apple were to sell 10 million computers this year, well, that means they probably sold 9.5 million last year, 9 million the year before that, 8.5 million. There's a lot more product out there that's used than is actually new. We actually think that the companies that sell the new computers are in the minority when it comes to product availability. And most product is not sold through retail locations. It's sold to institutions, schools, government, businesses, and so forth. So as long as you know how to find that product, you can definitely have no problem finding inventory. Okay?
And is it a secret how to find the product?
Well, that's kind of part of our secret sauce.
Yeah. But when you were doing it on your own, when you made $8,000, $9,000 in that first month that you started doing it, did you have access somehow to a lot of...
I was like a lot of people. I was doing a little bit of dabbling on eBay and Amazon and so forth. But then after a while, I started building some relationships with some pretty big businesses. And now we have the access to thousands, and actually we have one company we do business with that gets as many as 1.3 million computers a year.
Woo. So I've got a funny story that relates to this, that it comes... I didn't know this story was going to be relevant. So I am a MacBook guy. I've been using them for, I would guess, the last 15 years maybe. So I'm on my third one.
Okay.
So every time, when I bought my first one, loved it, it was too heavy. It was a big one, it was too heavy. So I upgraded to one that was a little lighter. And what did I do with the first one? I put it in my closet because, it had all my stuff on there. And I'm not a computer literate guy. I don't know anything about hardware or the operation of a computer. I'm not interested. I'm a writer and a speaker. So I'm not interested in what it does. I'm interested in how it benefits me. So I put it in the closet. So then, that computer was in the closet along with a couple of old keyboards that I had bought from Apple as well. So then I bought my second MacBook, and what did I do with the old one? I put that in the closet. So I've had until this past year, I've had 2 MacBooks in the closet, along with a couple of keyboards, along with a mouse or two, and I don't know, some other parts. So one day my son, who's usually here, but he's off maybe getting something to drink, my son says, why do you have those MacBooks in the closet? I said, I don't know what else to do. They got material on them. They got my files on them. I don't know how to remove them. I'm not sure that even if you told me you removed them, that I would trust you remove them, and I don't want people getting into my personal information or my books or whatever. So he said, look, trust me, we can wipe these out, we can upgrade them, and I can sell these on eBay. So I thought, well, I need to get rid of some things in the closet, and this just happened in the last 6 weeks, where I said, one of those MacBooks I had to bring back from Kuwait because I spend most of my time in Kuwait. I teach there in Kuwait. And the other one was here in the United States. He has sold one of those for $1,200.
I'm not surprised.
On eBay. Mm-hmm. And the second one has just been upgraded, updated, whatever they're doing to it. And it's my oldest one. So I think he said that was only going to get us $600 or $700. And then my partner, Scott White, has had some Apple products in the office that he also gave to my son. So this is a real business.
It is, and we're exactly the kind of company that people like you would be looking for.
Yeah.
Thank you for listening to How to Buy a Franchise Show. If you want immediate assistance, visit howtobuyafranchise.com to contact Dr. John Hayes for a free consultation.